So RedBud, hell yeah, let's go. Best race on the circuit by far. I love RedBud. Just the fans are amazing. The track is amazing. Just the whole vibe and the ambiance is just, it's awesome. So a lot of big things come out of RedBud. That's exactly what happened this year. We saw Honda dominate in both classes, going 1-1, Jett in the 450, Joe Shimoda in the 250. Ducati came out, first ever race in America. So a lot of things happen at RedBud. There's more to it, so let's get into it in this episode of Off the Rib.
Oh me, oh my, cut dope, gon' need more quinine. Off the rip.
All right, let's get started with the wild moments. First thing that we saw was Haiden Deegan go down in qualifying. Looked like he wasn't going to line up. Thought he was going to be out for the remainder of the season. Moving on to the racing. First time we ever saw Ducati line up for a Pro Motocross race with Antonio Cairoli on board, putting it in the top 10. Eli Tomac might be looking at that Ducati like, was good because his bike went up in smoke. I went up in tears. No, but his bike did give out on him that first moto. First motos were pretty chill. Second motos is where things got turned up just a bit. We saw Tom Vial right off the start run out of real estate, yeets himself. Levi Kitchen, I don't know if he thought he was in Tokyo Drift because he had Joe Shimoda right behind him. Tries to drift in the water truck lane. Did not happen for him. He ends up spinning out. Jordan Smith was like every blue-collar worker at 5 a.m. going straight for the monster can. Jett Lawrence confirms he is not from this planet. 18th to 1st. Crazy comeback. He just showed that he is him, that he's on another level. What was wild about it, though, was that pass around Jake Coop on the outside. Dirty dog. That pass was equivalent to just getting dunked on. Put him on a poster. Jett Lawrence, goddamn, he's on one. Honda is on one because they go 1-1, both classes. With Honda being so dominant, they claim RedBud. It belongs to Honda. Honda, ride red, get head. You already know the deal. Those are all the wild moments from RedBud. So Haiden Deegan took a heavy hit that second qualifying session at RedBud. It looked like his season was done, but he gets up, finishes the session, races. He had a pretty subpar day compared to the rest of his season. The question is Haiden Deegan going to have another subpar performance at Spring Creek due to this knee injury, or will he have time to heal up? One thing about him, though, he's gritty, definitely wants to win, hates to lose. So we could see him battling up at the front with the guy who has all the confidence right now, Joe Shimoda, coming off a 1-1. Dude, I think we are in for a battle at Spring Creek between these two. Other than Joe Shimoda, can't leave guys out like Levi Kitchen and even Jalek Swoll. So this is a really cool story that's brewing with Jalek Swoll. After so many years, so many seasons of him being out due to injury, he's able to give Triumph their best ever finish in Pro Motocross. So that's really awesome for Jalek. He did have some words to say on the podium.
I've seen a lot of comments about it as a waste of money when I got re-signed. I wonder if I'm still a waste of money.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I fall victim to thinking what he said on the podium. I did not see what Husky saw in Jalek just due to the amount of injuries. So Jalek Swoll hit the Pro Motocross scene in 2020, but he's been out every season aside from 2021 due to an injury. He's recently coming off an Achilles injury, and honestly, we have not seen Jalek Swoll this good since maybe amateurs. So he's definitely showing what teams have seen in Jalek. And this is just a great story for him getting a podium at RedBud, for not giving up, going through adversity, and coming out on top, coming out on the podium, which is amazing. It's an awesome story. So really happy for him. Another guy who's coming back from injury is Cole Davies. This week, he just posted on Instagram saying he's all in. He's back on the bike, so maybe we will see him line up for a Pro Motocross race, which would be awesome because the biggest question is for Cole Davies. We know he's a phenom at Supercross, but can he be a phenom at Motocross as well? Can he challenge Haiden Deegan like he was doing in Supercross? In Supercross, he's very similar to Jett Lawrence. Will that translate to motocross as well? So I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to see what this kid has for outdoors. So this weekend we have Spring Creek home to Jeremy Martin. He will be making his return. And also it's his farewell tour, so I want to see if he can maybe get inside the top 10. That would be pretty freaking good. He did get 20th at Fox Raceway. J Martin has nothing to prove. He's already had amazing races there at Spring Creek, especially in 2020 with him and Ferrandis. Can't forget about that one. Man, I think it'd be awesome to see Jeremy Martin get a top 10 at his home race, especially on this farewell tour. So we're pulling for J Mart. Let's go. So Ducati made their Pro Motocross debut here in America with Antonio Cairoli on board. The guy comes off the couch. He's semi-retired and is able to put the bike in the top 10 that first moto. Second moto, the bike had an electrical issue. So it kind of an iffy debut, but one thing that stood out to me that's super impressive is that the bike is pretty much completely stock except for suspension. This might be every vet rider's choice when it comes to dirt bikes. I don't know if it's the bike or if Antonio Cairoli is just that freaking good. But it looked pretty good, looks fast, looks competitive. I want to get my hands on one. I'm trying to see what I can do in a 5-lap moto if I can even hang on. So Jett Lawrence is a freak of nature. Holy moly, this dude is on another level. He proved it there at RedBud. I really don't see anybody coming up and challenging Jett for a championship. Maybe Haiden Deegan, but I don't know if Deegan is on that level. I want to find out. I want Deegan to prove me wrong, and I want him to go after Jett Lawrence, but I honestly do not think anybody has the speed, and I don't know if there's going to be any other guy who can be as perfect as Jett. Honestly, I really thought Tomac was going to be battling Jett at some of these races, but I really don't think he has anything for him, and it sucks to say as a Tomac fan, but I really don't think he has anything for Jett. Yes, somebody contend for an overall win with Jett, but for the championship, I don't know. I think Jett's got it wrapped up. So breaking news, Cooper Webb, the 3-time Supercross champion, is out for the remainder of the Pro Motocross series. He got his leg caught up in a rut at RedBud, and he will need a small procedure done to his knee, but he's hoping to make his return to Charlotte for the first round of the SMX playoffs. So hopefully Cooper Webb comes back ready to battle with the big dogs in Charlotte. So RM Fantasy for Spring Creek, definitely going to go with Jett for the win, but the wild card is 13th place. I'm going to put Benoit Patrel, the French rider. He's kind of in that region. He's a top 10 guy, but he could be hanging around 12th, 11th, 13th. That's just who I'm going to put. Let me know in the comments who you guys think will be that wild card pick. That's pretty much all I got for RedBud. Amazing race. Seemed like it was a great race to be at. I loved watching it. So I'll see you guys next week to talk about Spring Creek. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Peace.